Hey Yankees fans, welcome to Yankees Rumors and News, your go-to spot for the latest buzz and updates about our team. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a scoop. The New York Yankees are once again at a crossroads that could define the trajectory of their lineup for the foreseeable future. And the saga surrounding Cody Bellinger seems to have reached a pivotal moment. After a season that left fans clamoring for stability and punch in the middle of the order, the Yankees front office extended a second offer to Bellinger, hoping to secure the services of the versatile slugger who provided a glimpse of the power and adaptability that had been sorely missing, particularly after missing out on superstar Juan Soto. Despite multiple exchanges between the two sides, the gap remains wide enough that a resolution still seems elusive, leaving the Yankees with a looming question mark over how to best construct a roster that can compete for a championship in the ultra-competitive American League East. In the midst of this uncertainty, whispers are growing louder that the Yankees may now be turning their attention to a familiar face from a longtime rival, Bo Bichette of the Toronto Blue Jays, whose name has increasingly appeared in discussions about filling the potential void left by Bellinger. According to Jon Heyman of the New York Post, the Yankees are seriously considering Bichette as a viable alternative should negotiations with Bellinger fail, while Bellinger remains the Yankees' top target, and discussions have certainly been ongoing. The reality of Major League Baseball is that timing and opportunity rarely wait for the perfect scenario. The Yankees and one-target Cody Bellinger have exchanged multiple proposals, but haven't closed the gap quite enough to shut off other possibilities, either for Bellinger or the Yankees, who are now looking more seriously at superstar infielder Bo Bichette, Heyman wrote, highlighting the dual-track approach that the team is now pursuing. Bellinger, of course, has not been sitting idly either. Interest from his former teams, including the Chicago Cubs and Los Angeles Dodgers, has surfaced, adding a layer of complexity to the Yankees' pursuit and making it increasingly likely that the front office must evaluate alternative options if it hopes to maintain momentum in reshaping its lineup. The potential acquisition of Bo Bichette, should it come to pass, presents an intriguing blend of opportunity and strategy for the Yankees. One of the first things that jumps out is the need for a right-handed bat, a hole the team has been desperate to fill for some time. Bichette, a right-handed infielder with the ability to contribute across multiple offensive metrics, offers an appealing solution. In this regard, his track record is also notable for its consistency, particularly in recent seasons, while some may point to a down year in 2024, when his WRC plus dipped to 70. The fact is that Bichette rebounded dramatically in 2025, posting a WRC plus of 134. This level of production provides a degree of assurance that Bellinger, despite his superstar reputation, has struggled to match consistently over the years. Bellinger has not produced back-to-back seasons with a WRC plus above 120 since 2018 and 2019, and his more recent performance trends suggest a shift away from the power metrics that once defined him, including exit velocity and barrel rates, in an era of baseball increasingly defined by data-driven evaluations. Investing heavily in a player whose expected weighted on-base average, expected batting average, expected slugging, average exit velocity, barrel rate, and hard hit rates fall at or below the 50th percentile feels increasingly risky, particularly when a player like Bichette offers more predictable results across these same categories. Bichette has consistently been above average in exit velocity and hard hit rates, and he sits in the 99th percentile in expected batting average, metrics that align well with the Yankees' pursuit of an optimized, high-performance lineup capable of sustained success over the long season. Of course, the potential signing of Bichette also raises critical questions about the current roster, particularly the role of Jazz Chisholm Jr. If Bichette were to join the Yankees, shortstop would no longer be a viable landing spot for him, necessitating careful planning to maximize defensive alignment while preserving the offensive upside of the roster. Chisholm, an athletic and versatile infielder with experience across multiple positions, could provide a solution, especially given concerns over Trent Grisham's declining center field metrics in the previous season. While Chisholm posted a -13 defensive runs saved in center field in 2023 and 2024, he graded positively in outs above average metrics, producing a +5 OAA in center field during his tenure with the Miami Marlins. This combination of defensive versatility and athleticism could allow the Yankees to transition Chisholm to center field, preserving Bickett's offensive presence without necessitating a trade. That might disrupt team chemistry or deplete organizational depth. It's a delicate balance, but one that the Yankees front office appears to be actively considering, weighing the benefits of securing a high-impact bat against the logistical challenges of defensive placement and long-term roster construction. Beyond the immediate tactical considerations, the pursuit of Bickett also represents a broader statement about the Yankees' approach to roster building in the modern era. The team has long been known for aggressive moves and willingness to spend to acquire elite talent. But in recent years, the emphasis on metrics-driven evaluation has intensified, forcing decisions that prioritize sustainability and long-term impact over short-term flash. Bickett's statistical profile aligns closely with this philosophy, offering both upside and predictability in ways that Bellinger, despite his star power, has increasingly struggled to provide. In this context, the Yankees' interest in Bickett reflects not merely a response to potential obstacles in the Bellinger negotiation, but also a deliberate strategy to optimize roster construction, balancing power, contact, and athleticism in a way that maximizes the likelihood of postseason success. While fans may understandably fixate on the drama of player acquisitions and negotiations, the underlying story is one of strategic planning, analytics-driven decision-making, and the constant pursuit of incremental advantages that can add up to significant gains over the course of a grueling season. Of course, acquiring Bickett is not without risk. Even with his strong offensive metrics and proven ability to rebound from a down year, the adjustment to a new league, new ballpark, and new teammates can never be entirely predicted. The Yankees will need to ensure that coaching, defensive alignment, and lineup construction are all optimized to leverage Bickett's strengths while minimizing exposure to any potential weaknesses. Similarly, the integration of Chisholm in center field will require careful monitoring, with defensive metrics and advanced analytics playing a critical role in ensuring that any shifts in positioning do not create vulnerabilities elsewhere on the field. This level of strategic planning and foresight reflects the modern baseball landscape, where front offices must consider a multiplicity of variables in pursuit of the thin margin between winning and losing, and the Yankees' consideration of Bickett is emblematic of this broader trend toward data-informed decision-making combined with traditional scouting and player evaluation. Meanwhile, the ongoing negotiations with Bellinger continue to add tension and uncertainty to the offseason. While he remains a top target, the gap in offers underscores the realities of modern free agency, where historical performance, projected metrics, and market demand converge to create complex negotiations that often defy easy resolution. Bellinger's prior teams expressing interest further complicates the situation, introducing the possibility that the Yankees may need to pivot quickly in order to secure the best available talent while avoiding being left behind in a competitive free agent market. This dynamic is intensified by the American League East itself, one of the most competitive divisions in baseball, where every acquisition carries significant implications for playoff positioning and long-term strategic planning. The Yankees' ability to navigate this landscape successfully will depend not only on their financial resources, but also on their analytical capabilities, decision-making acumen, and willingness to adapt to evolving circumstances in real time. Ultimately, the narrative surrounding the Yankees, Bellinger, and Bickett is emblematic of the modern complexities of professional baseball. It is a story that blends strategy, analytics, negotiation, and a relentless pursuit of excellence, reflecting the high stakes and intense scrutiny that accompany every move by a franchise with championship aspiration. For Yankees fans, the excitement is palpable, with the potential to land a star like Bickett offering both hope and intrigue, while the uncertainty surrounding Bellinger ensures that no final outcome is guaranteed. As the offseason progresses, the decisions made by the Yankees front office will reverberate across the league, influencing not only the composition of the roster, but also the strategic positioning of one of the sport's most storied franchises. With every proposal exchanged, every metric analyzed, and every trade possibility considered, the Yankees are actively shaping the narrative of their season before a single pitch is thrown, and the drama, strategy, and speculation promise to keep fans riveted as the story unfolds. In conclusion, the evolving situation with Cody Bellinger and Bo Bickett highlights the intricate balancing act required in constructing a competitive Major League Baseball roster. The Yankees are navigating a complex intersection of talent evaluation, statistical analysis, positional flexibility, and market dynamics, all while maintaining the expectation of winning in a division that demands nothing less than excellence. Bichette represents a tantalizing solution that could stabilize and enhance the lineup, offering the right-handed power, consistent production, and advanced metrics that align with the Yankees' modern approach to roster construction. Meanwhile, Jazz Chisholm Jr.'s role presents both a challenge and an opportunity, with his athletic versatility potentially unlocking creative defensive alignments that maximize team performance. As negotiations continue, the Yankees' decisions will provide a fascinating case study in how a franchise with immense resources, analytical sophistication, and championship ambitions approaches the high-stakes business of free agency and roster optimization, keeping fans on edge and the baseball world watching with rapt attention as the off-season drama unfolds. If you're enjoying the updates, drop a like and let us know in the comments your thoughts on this rumor. The baseball world is buzzing right now, and not in the usual way. If you've been following the Yankees lately, you know there's always chatter about big moves, potential trades, and blockbuster signings. But today, the rumor mill has gone into overdrive, and it involves a name that has been floating around more in whispers than in headlines: Kyle Tucker. Yes, you heard that right. The Yankees, a franchise with a legacy of aiming for nothing short of dominance, are reportedly considering a plan B, and the centerpiece of that plan could be Tucker, a player who has been steadily building a reputation as one of the most explosive talents in the league. Now, before anyone gets too carried away, let's break down why this is even plausible, and why it might just make sense for a team like New York to turn its attention in this direction. Kyle Tucker has never been a player to shy away from the spotlight, but he's also managed to stay under the radar in certain conversations about the elite tier of Major League Baseball sluggers. His combination of power, athleticism, and a keen eye at the plate makes him a rare commodity, the kind of player that franchises like the Yankees dream about acquiring when they're looking to make an immediate impact. And while the Yankees have had their share of high-profile acquisitions over the years, there is a growing sentiment that they need someone who can not just hit, but transform a lineup with a single swing. Tucker fits that mold. The whispers suggest that the front office has been quietly monitoring his progress, evaluating whether his presence in the Bronx could be more than just a headline. It could be a strategic pivot that changes the trajectory of the team's future seasons. The speculation comes at a time when the Yankees management has been under pressure to innovate. The fan base, ever vocal and always expecting greatness, has grown restless. They are not satisfied with incremental improvements. They want moves that signal ambition, moves that scream championship intent. The potential acquisition of Kyle Tucker could be exactly that kind of statement. Rumor has it that internal discussions have revolved around not just his offensive capabilities, but his versatility in the field. In a lineup that has historically relied on power hitters to anchor the middle of the batting order, Tucker's ability to deliver consistent extra base hits, home runs, and a solid on-base presence could fill gaps that have been glaring for some time. Analysts and insiders alike have been suggesting that his skill set is perfectly tailored to the unique demands of Yankee Stadium, a place where power and timing can turn an ordinary night into a highlight reel moment. What makes this even more tantalizing for fans and pundits is the notion of a Plan B. The Yankees are known for their grand strategies, often keeping multiple options on the table before making a decisive move. That they would have a Plan B centered around a player like Tucker indicates serious intent. It suggests that while other targets may be in play, the franchise is not leaving anything to chance. They are thinking several steps ahead, weighing potential trades, financial implications, and locker room chemistry. Tucker's name coming up in these conversations implies that he is seen not just as a one-dimensional star, but as a strategic asset capable of impacting both the present and the future. The very idea of a Plan B is a signal to fans and competitors alike. The Yankees are not just participating in the market, they are orchestrating it. Of course, this kind of rumor always invites scrutiny. Skeptics point out the challenges of acquiring a player like Tucker, considering the likely demands from his current team, his contract situation, and the assets the Yankees would need to part with. To make a deal viable, trades of this magnitude are never simple. They involve intricate negotiations, evaluations of minor league talent, and careful consideration of long-term salary commitments. Yet, in true Yankees fashion, the whispers indicate that the organization believes the potential payoff justifies the risk. If Tucker can slot into the lineup and produce at the level Everyone anticipates the team could be looking at a player who not only complements their existing stars but elevates them in a sense. He is being seen as a potential catalyst for a team that is always searching for its next defining moment. Another layer to consider is the timing of this speculation. Baseball operates in cycles, with teams constantly reevaluating their strategies as seasons progress, injuries happen, and emerging talents make their mark. Tucker's performance in recent seasons has been nothing short of impressive, and the whispers suggest that his trajectory aligns perfectly with the Yankees' current strategic window. They are reportedly seeking players who can contribute immediately, but also have the potential to sustain excellence over multiple years. Tucker's blend of youth, durability, and proven production checks those boxes, making him an attractive option for a franchise that values both present dominance and long-term planning. The rumor, if true, could represent a convergence of opportunity, ambition, and timing that doesn't come along very often in professional sports. Naturally, the fan reactions have been a mix of excitement and cautious optimism. Social media platforms have been buzzing with theories, mock trades, and debates over whether Tucker would thrive in the New York environment. Some fans are picturing him taking batting practice at Yankee Stadium, connecting on long drives to the left field bleachers, and instantly becoming a fan favorite. Others are speculating about how he might fit into the clubhouse culture, whether his approach at the plate aligns with the team's philosophy, and how he would handle the media spotlight that comes with playing for one of the most scrutinized franchises in the world. The consensus, however, is clear. The mere possibility of this move has injected a fresh wave of energy into an organization that is always under the microscope. Insiders also hint at the broader implications of such a potential acquisition. Bringing Tucker to the Yankees would not just be about adding a star player. It would be about sending a message to the league. It signals that the team is willing to be aggressive, willing to make bold moves, and willing to invest in talent that can redefine its competitive edge. It would shift the balance of power, not only within their division but across Major League Baseball. Opponents would be forced to recalibrate. Strategists would have to reconsider pitching rotations and defensive alignments, and commentators would have a new storyline that dominates sports news cycles for weeks. In essence, the rumor of Tucker as a plan B isn't just about one player, it's about an entire approach to building a championship-caliber team. While the details remain murky and nothing is confirmed, the speculation is enough to spark imaginations. The Yankees have always been a team that blends tradition with calculated risk, and the idea of adding a player like Kyle Tucker fits squarely within that ethos. Fans are already imagining highlight reels, playoff performances, and the kind of dynamic energy that comes from integrating a new, high-caliber talent into an established lineup. The whispers of this Plan B move have created a sense of anticipation, the kind that lingers in locker rooms, broadcast studios, and fan discussions alike. Whether or not it comes to fruition, the story of Tucker and the Yankees has captured attention and fueled the endless cycle of speculation that defines baseball's off-season chatter. And that's the beauty of rumors in sports. They create possibilities, spark debates, and allow fans to envision scenarios that might otherwise remain out of reach. The idea of Kyle Tucker as the Yankees' Plan B is more than a fleeting headline. It's a tantalizing narrative that could shape perceptions, influence strategic decisions, and energize a fan base that thrives on hope and ambition. As discussions continue behind closed doors, the broader baseball world watches with bated breath, analyzing every report, every cryptic comment from insiders, and every statistical trend that might hint at what's next. In many ways, the rumor itself becomes part of the spectacle, story that lives and breathes long before any contract is signed or trade is finalized. Ultimately, whether the Yankees execute this Plan B or pivot elsewhere, the mere existence of such a strategy speaks volumes about their approach to building a team capable of sustained success. Kyle Tucker, whether he remains a whisper or becomes a headline, embodies the kind of impact player that franchises like New York dream of acquiring. He represents potential, versatility, and the kind of explosive talent that can turn a good team into a legendary one. For now, the rumor will continue to swirl, analysts will continue to speculate, and fans will continue to imagine the possibilities. One thing is certain, the Yankees are not standing still. And the idea of Tucker as Plan B is a story that will keep the baseball world talking for weeks, if not months, to come. In the end, it's a narrative that captures everything fans love about the sport: drama, anticipation, and the tantalizing question of what might be just around the corner. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you stay up to date with every Yankees rumor and news. See you in the next video.